songs today have just got me in I'm just verklempt with all of it. I do too, yes. I first heard it when I had some energy healing with Chuck at his house, and then he started playing it here at our sound bath, so yes. So, being. That word has come up a lot. Like I said, the song Let It Be has been in my heart and mind the last few days. I found there are some people I follow on social media that just inspire me, and I listen to them in the mornings. And one gentleman was talking about being, doing, and having. That there is no doing and having without being first. At least not with any success. You can go straight to the doing and having, but it probably will be a fleeting success if you have not first embodied what it is you need to be in order to do and have those things. So the interesting part of our journey is to figure out, get some clarity about what it is we need to be. And I do believe that before anything else, knowing that you are love and light, like we did in the opening meditation, that you are love, that your essence in love as love is job number one, to get clear about that first. And all things then will spring from that. All things. That's our fundamental job, I believe. And you can couch that any way that you want. So for some, it may be that I am a child of God. That's where I started with it. And I knew God is love. So I started to see and embrace myself as love. And it's interesting, I grew up with that phrase, I am a child of God, but I never thought about embodying that. I mean, it was said, and I heard it a lot, but I never, ever embodied it or embraced it. It was just something I accepted like everything else I was supposed to accept in the faith that I was raised in. And I just, heard it. I heard it on Sunday morning, and then I didn't think about it again until I heard it again the next Sunday morning. But when I ventured into metaphysics, when I ventured into new thought and unity, that became salient for me. And I kept thinking about this, I am a child of God thing, and considering it, because unity, metaphysics, new thought is about practicing what we preach. That's not enough to hear about it. It's not enough to read about it. That the job is to practice it, to be it, to get it, to know it in our bones, and to live that, to express that. And there are a lot of people that express their beliefs, but they are not embodying their beliefs. And you always know who they are. And sometimes it's us. Sometimes it's us. That's the stuff he was talking about fertilizing in that first reading. That sometimes we need to let go of that habit of expressing but not embodying. And so when we start bumping into life and life starts bumping into us hard, the job is to go back to that, to know who you are so that you can be what you need to be to deal with what's in front of you. And most of us, I am certainly used to just running out in life and just doing. And that's what I was taught. Pick yourself up by your bootstraps, go do something, and even if you're not dealing with the problem at hand, go deal with something else until whatever it is that you're supposed to deal with either goes away or you sweep it under the rug. And you can pretend you don't see it, and then you can pretend it's not there. So that means all through my early life, I just carried that fertilizer with me everywhere. Everywhere. And it was a filter through which I saw everything, including myself. Including myself. And then I found unity, I found new thought. And it started with principle number 1. That God is all there is. And then principle number 2. That we are the essence of the divine, of God. That we are God. We are love. And I thought, you don't know the stuff I've done. You don't know all the mistakes I've made. That reading by Mark Nepo, man, that hit me between the eyes when I read that. I read it 3 or 4 times that morning when I opened that book on June 3rd. We are not our mistakes. And I keep having to remind myself about that. I've come a long way with not embodying my mistakes and dragging them with me everywhere I go. I've come a long, long way, but I still do it. And I think that everything that's happened to me, everything that was done to me is me. It's not. It's not. It's not. Those are circumstances of life. Those are things we have been through, hopefully been through, meaning we get to the other side of them. But if you drag it with you, then they are you until you decide to let go of them. So thank you, Nancy, for talking about release and using that word. The word release is coming up a lot. We talked about it. I used the word release a lot in our meditation time this morning. You're going to let go of this stuff that's not you. So every mistake you've made, big or small, no matter how you've judged them, it's not you. Maybe I need to say that again. Every single mistake that you've made, everything that has been perpetrated against you, everything, I don't care how big or small you have judged them to be, is not who you are. Do you get that? Have you heard me? Have you let the cells of your body hear me? I don't care what you've done. I don't care how badly you have driven something into the ditch. And trust me, I've driven some stuff in a ditch so deep, I didn't know how I was getting out. And I thought I was the ditch, and the ditch was me. And I thought, I'm not getting out of this one. This is me. Man, I have fertilized it badly today. I don't have a shovel big enough to get myself out of this stuff. Yeah. Haven't you had dark days, dark weeks, dark months, dark years? Some of you have had dark years, dark decades maybe. Haven't you? Yeah. Maybe you're in one right now. wondering, how am I going to get out of this fertilizer? There's a pony in there somewhere. Yeah. Or a herd of them. We are not our mistakes. And so what we believe in metaphysics is we get to choose who we are. If you don't like how your life is going, if you don't like how things are, if you don't like who you are in this moment, you get to decide in the next moment who you are. So if you fertilize something really well, last second, you can start digging out the fertilizer this second and deciding who you are and letting go of that, letting go of it. Just let it go. I'm not my mistake. I am not what I have perpetrated. My essence is love and light. My essence is love and light. And you say it over and over and over again until you get it here in your heart, until it drops you to your knees. Until you can't say, I am love and light again, because the tears are streaming down your face and your breath is taken away. And in that moment, there's just you and God. And you're just saying, yes, I am love and light. And all that fertilizer, just like he talked about in that reading, all that fertilizer is going to allow something beautiful to bloom. But we choose. You can stay face down in the fertilizer, or you can get up and plant something. But it all stems from what you want to be. And so I go back to the love and light. I go back to that. And I sit in meditation until I get it. Sit in the quiet. Me and God. Me with God. Me as God. Whatever it is you believe, sit with that until you get it. And let Spirit work on you. That's where the blooming happens. That's where the seeds get planted in the fertilizer, in the quiet. Be still and know that I am God. Lay your mistake down in the fertilizer and let it give rise to something else. That's why we chose those words on Easter Sunday. Because all the fertilizer we have laid down is going to give rise to something else that we have chosen. Again, no matter what you've done, or no matter what someone has done to you, does not determine what you are or who you are. And I know some of you have had some ugly stuff done to you. And all of us, if we search deeply enough, know that we have perpetrated some stuff we don't want to look at some days. It's all wiped out. It's all forgiven. It's all gone in an instant when we settle in to what we are, that we are love and light. That I am a child of God. I am God. I am love and light. I am the same force, the same healing force that created the heavens and the earth. I've said this before, that stops me in my tracks when I think of that. That I am the essence, the same energy that created all of this. The cosmos, the tiniest particles, the beauty and majesty of a racehorse, an elephant. If you contemplate the seas, I love standing on the beach and watching the surf roll in and out and hearing it. And every single time I feel like my soul is running out in the ebb and the flow. And I feel so connected to the earth and to God that sometimes I am moved to tears standing at the edge of the ocean. I always feel like I'm home. That same force that created that is you. Is you. That's why I cry standing on the beach. Because I see God and I also see myself. Because I've taken the time and done the work to see myself as that. And sometimes I still have to make my way back there. Because I let myself get muddied up in the fertilizer. So I went to one of Chuck Roundtree's 9D breathwork sessions yesterday. And my word is vibrancy. And during that session, that 50-minute session, I knew myself. My word is vibrancy. My body knew itself as vibrancy in that moment. And that hadn't happened before. So the word vibrancy I've been working on quite a while because I had a diagnosis last year that rocked my freaking world. Rocked my world. I've never had anything scarier happen to me. And it was nice. In fact, it was glorious, glorious, glorious. The day my doctor looked in my eyes and said, "Your blood test now says there's no sign of cancer anywhere." I cried, wept with joy. But you know what that was? That came from outside of me. My doctor had to tell me I was healed. And yes, was I happy? Man. I could have shouted that outside to the rooftops. But yesterday in that meditation, my body knew I was healed. My body knew. And in that instant, when I knew, the thought came up. And when I hear the words of my diagnosis come up, before it was always in desperation that I would hear it and I would say, no, go away, go away, go away, go away. Yesterday, when those words came up, what I heard in my heart was, there's no room for you here. There's no room for you here. We have built a container that is 100% God substance. There is no room for you here. Very quietly, very matter-of-factly, peacefully. There's no room for you here. And I wept. Because I know when I hear messages peacefully, calmly, quietly, matter-of-factly, that is spirit talking to me. That's how I know for certain that what I hear in my head and my heart is spirit guiding me, talking to me, giving me my next message. So the being, I am now being vibrancy. Now I am embodying vibrancy in health, in life, My body now knows it, every single cell, because I've been affirming this for months. For months. So it's been a little over a year now. For months, I've been saying that. Now, my body is saying it to me. Now, I know the message has come from my body, from inside, from my spirit, from my heart. I don't need my doctor to tell me anymore. I don't have to be nervous about the next blood test. I don't have to be nervous about any test that comes my way now. Because I know the essence of me now knows the truth of my existence, which is vibrancy. That's where we have to get to. Your self, you, every cell of your body, your spirit, your heart needs to know the truth of you. And it takes work. It takes work. And you'll know what the work is if you ask. Again, it's one step at a time, right? One step at a time. You ask, you're given the step, you do that step, you wait for step 2. One step at a time. It's easy. It's simple. You don't have to worry about the whole enchilada. You don't have to worry about how you're going to get rid of all the fertilizer. All you got to do is worry about the first shovelful. That's all you got to worry about. Think about. Not worry. Because there's nothing to worry about. Because all is good. All is God. We are love. We are light. You got to be first to do and to have. For it to be a lasting doing and having. You got to be that first. So think about what it is you want to be. So I started with what I think is lacking, and then I flip it. If I think I don't have enough money, then I think about what would I love? What kind of income do I want? And what is the essence of that? Because it's not about the money, it's about you knowing or me knowing that I am abundance, that I live in an opulent universe. And since I am that thing, then I am opulence itself. I am abundance itself. You are not abundant. You don't have abundance. You are abundance. You are the principle itself. And so you affirm that. And you affirm it. And you ask Spirit, how do I step more fully into this? How do I know myself as this? And the experiences, the affirmations will come to you. All things will start coming to you. Things came to me to help me on my trip to my journey of vibrancy from everywhere. Everything that I did affirmed what I wanted for my health. Every single thing was uncanny. Stuff came from everything. Everything I read, everything I saw on TV, people that I ran into, people that I talked to, people I didn't talk to. Because, man, there is a mass consciousness about disease out there. And I knew I didn't want to do that journey. And I also knew there's a part of me that knew rationally that I don't have to. Because my spiritual beliefs say otherwise. So I knew that every single time I lived my spiritual beliefs, it worked. So why won't it work with this? I have no reason to believe that it won't. So I said, all right, Spirit, let's do this. All right. Well, after I got over, there was some screaming and yelling and gnashing of teeth. Ooh, the first couple of days after that diagnosis. It was ugly, people. It was dark. I wept. I was afraid. Oh, it was terrible, terrible, terrible. So, yeah, know that first. Sometimes you got to go through all the stuff. You got to roll around in the fertilizer, do all that stuff first. And then I came up for air, and I went, ooh, whew. All right. Who am I? Who am I? And what do I believe about me? And what do I believe about God? And I said, all right, can't run from this. Let's do this. How do I do this? And every step was revealed to me in its time. And I worked with it. And it was challenging, and it was hard. There was a lot of prayer and meditation going on. A lot of it. Deeply into it. But it worked. It always has. It did again. It's simple. You got to be, and you do, and you have. So I had to know myself as vibrancy way before there was ever any evidence of vibrancy. I had to know myself of that. So through all the treatments, I had to know myself as that. So even as I'm in treatment and having treatment and crying during treatment, I was saying that to myself. I'm vibrancy, I'm life, I am vibrant health. I have a magnificently healthy body. There's no evidence of that. I'm sitting with everybody else getting treatment in the oncology center. No evidence right there. But I didn't need evidence outside of me because I knew inside of me that spirit always works. When I know myself as that, it works. And I got there slowly but steadily. Till yesterday morning. And my body said, oh yeah, we know this now. We know this now. One of my affirmations, my body is positively singing with vibrant health. And yesterday morning, my body was singing with vibrant health. I knew that in that instant. And that's where we need to get to. That I know this. And I don't care what's happening out here. I don't care how many tests there are. I don't care what the world says about anything about treatment or medicine or anything else. So the stories are terrible. You know they are. You've heard them. Some of us have said them. Some of us have told those stories. And I said it doesn't matter because what I know is that God is mightier than anything in the manifest world. Love is mightier than anything in the manifest world. That's where the rubber hits the road, people. You come up, something smacks you, life comes up and smacks you. And we have to say that spirit, that love, is mightier than anything in the manifest world. So this too, I got something for you. And then you have to be that thing. You've heard the phrase, God can only do for us what he can do through us. Through us. And so I believe that God can only do that it comes as us, to embody that which you want. So you got to be opulence, you got to be abundance, whatever it is you want to call it, in order to have financial independence. You got to know it in your bones before it shows up here. And then as soon as you are it, it shows up in form. But you got to be it first. So with all the evidence, looking at your bank account, and there's not enough money there, and you're wondering how you're going to pay all the bills, oh my God, my car's almost dying, how am I going to get another one? When you're in that space, you got to know that you are abundance and that the car is coming, that the car is there. That the car notes are there easily, and you don't have to worry about the budget. You just pay it all. The bills come, you're like, all right, paid. I got other things to do. Got to be it first. So think about, what is it you need to be? What do you need to be? What do you think is lacking? And then flip that around to its opposite. Decide what you're going to call it, whatever it is, so it resonates with you every time you say the word or hear the word. And it's probably on that tree right there, because we were in meditation when those words came to each one of us. So that was Spirit saying, this is what you're working with right here. So probably whatever it is that you're challenged with right now, that word is hanging on there. If you don't have a word yet, we'll get you a word. Talk to me and we'll get you a word. And that's your answer. Be that. And affirm it till you get it. Affirm it till you get the next step. And keep affirming it till you believe it. Say yes to everything that comes your way and says this is another step, and do that. I didn't know 6 months ago I'd be doing 9D breath work. But somehow when I was looking at Chuck's website a week ago, I thought, oh, I'm going to go do this one. This one it was about something about your cells and resilience and health. And I thought, oh, I think I'll do that. And I didn't know what was going to happen. I just go and I trust, and I know Chuck is a practitioner, and I love him as a practitioner. He always shows up 100%. He is insightful. He is true. He is authentic. And he's goodness, and he's love and light. He always has been for me. And so I went and trusted, and I was open. And it happened. It was another thing to say yes to. That was probably step number 5,722,000 in this last year. Been a whole lot of steps in this last year in this health journey. And they've all brought me here to this moment, to talk to you about what's happening, to talk to you about being, doing, and having. So decide. If you got your word up there, hold on to it and then ask, what does that mean? You don't have to figure out what it means. Let Spirit give you the word. So say, okay, Spirit, what does it mean now? I don't know. You just know you have the word, and you wrote the word up there, right? How many of you wrote that word up there and didn't know what the heck that was going to mean later? Okay. It's okay, and that's probably the best way, because you trusted. And then you said, okay, I'll put it up there. So you put it up there. So now ask, what's the next step? What do I do? What do I have to be? How do I get there? Show me, show me, show me, show me. And every time you get something, do it. I don't care how crazy it looks. I don't care how far it goes against what the world says to do about the thing that you're wrestling with. Just do it. Just trust. Just go. Just go and watch the miracles unfold. And just be who you are. Be who you've been called to be. And the first fundamental thing under whatever it is you've been called to be in this world is love and light. So if you got to grapple with that first, grapple with it. Because that's when stuff really starts to happen. When life gets so rich, you won't know what to do with it. You'll be walking around and people will be talking about how bad the world is and everybody's separated and divided. And you'll be looking at them like, I'm sorry, I ain't got none of that happening in my world. I don't know where you live in, but I'm not living in that universe. The universe I live in is nothing like the news talks about. I don't know what country they're talking about, because everywhere I go, all I have is oneness and love and light.
Yes, thank you.
Everywhere I go. So in my advanced consciousness class, when they talk about the multiverse, I believe it's true, because I know I'm living in one and most people are living in the other one. And I say, have at it. Live in that universe if you want to. I know who I am, and I know what my world is. And I'm staying right here in this world until Spirit tells me to shift into something else. Have at it. And I just try to send love and light as often as I can. Every time I hear somebody complaining or somebody talking about how bad the world is, I'm just sending more love and light. And I keep doing what I'm called to do. I don't have to go fix that stuff. I just have to be what I'm called to be, and that's my part of healing the world. Just be who you are. And that's how we heal the world. Be your version of love and light. And we'll all plant something beautiful. It can't not happen. It shall happen. Let's take this into meditation. So here in this moment, what is it? What is it? What's in your life? I don't care how deep the fertilizer is. What is it? What is it that needs healing? What is it you're ready to let go of? What's the mistake you're holding on to? What's the thing someone's done to you that you keep holding on to as the proof of your self-worth? What is it? What is it that someone said to you that you've been holding on to as a key to your self-worth? What is it? I invite you in this moment to decide, to choose. You are not that thing. What are you carrying? What's happening in your life that makes you wake up in the middle of the night wanting to scream? What is it that's happening in your life that takes you from 0 to 60 because you can't stand it anymore? What is it? What is it? And are you ready to let go of it? Now I want you to think of the word that you've chosen for the year, and if you haven't chosen a word that's hanging on that tree, ask now, what is it I need to be to heal this thing, to start digging myself out of this fertilizer? What is it? And just let it come. Don't judge it. Don't analyze it. Let the word rise up within you if you don't have a word yet. And if you have a word on that tree, hold on to it and ask. How do I embody this? What's my next step? What are you asking of me that is for me, for my healing, for my growth, for my expansion, for a richer, more joyful, more peaceful life? What is the gift that I'm being given? And when you hear it, when you see it, say yes to it. Whether it's a step, whether it's a word. Nothing in the manifest world is greater than the power of love, the power of God. Nothing you're dealing with is greater than than the power of love, the power of God. Nothing that anyone has perpetrated against you is greater than the power of love, the power of God. Nothing, nothing, nothing is greater than the power of love, the power of God. And as you hold on, as you see and know and name that thing that you want to release out of your life, say to it, you are not greater than the power of love, the power of God. And I now release the power of love, the power of God upon you. And all is well. Let's take a deep breath in together. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let it go. Let God. Let go. Let God. Know yourself as a child of God. Know yourself as the essence of love. Know yourself as love and light. And you, as love and light, are creating the container for which that thing, there is no room for that thing in your life anymore. Know that in your bones. Know that in your heart. Affirm it till you know it. Affirm it till you know it. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know I am God. Be still and know I am God. Be still and know I am God. Be still and know. Be still and know. Be still. Be still. Be still, beloveds. Be still and know God is. God is. God is. And so it is, and so it shall be.